Hey guys, what's up? It's Game Guy here today. Welcome back to another video where today we are in Roblox Studio, as you can tell, and I am going to make a Roblox game today. But I have never made a Roblox game before. That might be a problem, but we'll work through it. So I just chose the flat terrain template, and damn. This is a lot of terrain. Holy crap, I'm gonna have to put a lot of stuff here to make it seem full. Alright, now, we gotta get this. I don't know what this is. But let's just make this, like, really big and put it around the walls of the map so nobody can leave. Because who would ever want to leave this beautiful place? See? Alright, that should be good. Oh, wait, that is hanging off the edge a little bit. Let me just turn that in. Perfect! Now, nobody is able to leave. Let's actually center this. Alright, we have 4 corners to put stuff in. Hear me out. What if we put in this corner? What if we just put, like, a hole? Just a giant hole. Like, look at this. A hole to nothingness. Just in the middle of the, like, of the ground. Trust me, bro. This is a great idea. The idea. That's so funny. Alright, that looks like a good sized hole. Let me just even that out a little bit. Perfect! Now, of course, we don't want any children pathing away in this hole, so we're gonna wanna get some barriers. Barrier. See what we get. Perfect. We have these construction barriers. Alright, you know what? I don't want to put down a bajillion of them, so let's just make it, like, really big. Perfect! Alright, and of course, we want absolutely no one being stupid, so we just have to put them on every corner. Or not every corner, I mean every side. Every side, of course, that's what I meant. Let's move this, let's actually, like, center this, put it, like, right there. Yeah, that should be good. Get this sign right here. What the hell? No, you go over here. Alright, yeah, this should be perfect. Let's scale this puppy up a bit. Perfect! Now absolutely nobody will be able to die here. Alright, perfect! And of course, we do need a sign just to let people know. Just in case. How do I edit the text? Alright, now we're gonna put a sign here just in case anyone, just to make sure that nobody will fall in. Beware of the hole. Perfect! Now nobody will ever be able to not see this. Alright, you know what? In this corner, I'm thinking we put, like, a city in here. That would be a good idea. Alright, let's grab a tunnel asset. That's pretty good. Of course, this gives people the illusion that they can leave, but they very much cannot. And I don't want to use any free road models, so we're going to use parts for the roads. That might not be the best, thing, but I'd rather do that than be completely reliant on 3 models. I'm going to make, like, a little city block here. Perfect! Now we just have to, connect these. Oh, wait, actually, we're gonna make these roads a little thicker, just so there isn't, grass just completely overpowering the road. That's better. There's still grass poking through, but there's not as much grass poking through. So it's, like, it's still bad, but it's not as bad. What did I just do? Perfect. This is great. There you go. Perfect. Alright, and now we just have to connect to these. And of course, you can edit these completely freely, as I just figured out, which is really cool. No, I don't want to rotate it this way. I want to rotate it the other way. There you go. Perfect! This is exactly how I meant to do it. We gotta get this right here. Let's rotate it more like that. Alright, perfect. Oh, wait, I just realized. It's a little bit off the like ground, so we're gonna have to fix that. I was wondering why there wasn't so much like grass poking through. Now, even if you're walking down the street, you can touch grass. That's something we boast here in this city. What should the city be called? I didn't even think about that. Alright, now we have like a little city block. That is perfect. Now, what are we gonna put here? Oh, okay, that's a little bit too big. Alright, perfect. We have a McDonald's here. And of course, we gotta add a parking lot. Well, of course, we obviously need a welcome sign before anything else. Because we want to make our residents here in this city feel welcome, of course. Just put that there. See, this is what people will see when they come into the town. This is flipping upside down. Perfect! And of course, the noob is upside down. He's floating too, so. I'm thinking since the road ends here at this, like, not really cul-de-sac, but, like, since it ends right here, we gotta get a McDonald's restaurant right here. For all the cars, we gotta add a parking lot. Alright, we're now using this model of McDonald's with a parking lot. And we are going to raise this just a little bit more. Just so, alright, perfect, we fixed it. It is about like a foot or so off the ground. But you should be good, right? You can just jump up, but we're not liable if you fall. And it even has a play place. That's cool. But of course, this isn't a real McDonald's, so we can't have the right logo here. You see, that's not allowed. That is not allowed at all. Alright, we're gonna be grabbing the sign from all the way over here by the hole. We're gonna need that. Because apparently, none of the other signs on Roblox work. Let's just drag this all the way over here to the other complete corner of the map. I have to add so much to make this, like, map actually feel pretty good. Now, we can't have this big of a sign, obviously, so we're gonna have to shrink it down. Because, you know, we really don't want to get sued by the company, so we're gonna make our own restaurant. So we have to put this above the logo, just so they know that it's not a McDonald's. Totally. We need to come up with a new name for the restaurant. Ron Fonald's. Yeah! And of course, we gotta add an arrow, just so people know that this is the Ron Fonald's itself. Perfect! Also, wait, I just realized, the entrance is actually, is over here. But whatever, that doesn't matter. People know how to drive. And of course, we gotta put another one of these over the other sign. And over the logo, too. Of course, that is great. And we gotta get our own sign up in here. That looks completely official. Yeah, you cannot tell the difference. Let's put it only there. Perfect! It's like it was just repainted. You cannot tell the difference. Gonna realign our signs real quick with to make sure that I don't get sued. Let's just hold on. We gotta replace this right here with the part, just so people know that it is at the end, and right over here is the entrance. Right now, of course, we gotta get the Ron Fonald sign here. Perfecto! And of course, we need another one over here, right by the Ron Fonald's play place. But it can't be the Ron Fonald's play place. It has to be the Ron Fonald's kid area, because that's a completely never used concept. And that can't even be copyrighted because it's area, not area. So I have to type that again. Frick. Kid area. Perfect. Alright, now we just slap this sign over the sign. Make sure that just goes down a little bit more. Perfect. See, this is great. Alright, perfect. But of course, it's Ron Fonald. It's not Ronald, so we also need a letter F. And there isn't a matching letter F, so we're just going to use this F. And our logo isn't going to be an M. it's going to be a letter R. Letter R. Alright, let's see if anybody has made any free models for the letter R. They have! And boom! Ron Fonald is complete. Oh, wait, hold on. We have to check out the inside, of course. Yeah, they even got the whole menu and everything. They even have food here. Hold on, let me just look at the food. What is that? Is that supposed to be like a croissant or something? That is not a croissant. That is not a croissant. Alright, we just have to insert some of these free models in here. What model is this? Croissants? Oh yeah, we gotta get that up. Croissants. Yeah, we don't need you anymore, sweetie. Getting you out of here. What else are the cinnamon rolls? That isn't even a cinnamon roll. That's just wood. Yeah, that's literally just wood. Get that out of here. Are they selling Minecraft dirt blocks here, bro? Is that what those are? Chocolate brownies. Heck no. Oh, wait. How could I forget about the totally Ron Fonald sign right over here? You can only click on the handle when you want to copy something, or else it'll just... Alright, perfect! Welcome to Ron Fonald's! But of course, we have to replace all of the branding, or else it's just gonna look kind of stupid. Area! Alright, this sign is perfect, but we cannot forget about this, the Ron Fonald's logo right over here. So let's just move that. It's a little bit too thick. Let's square that. Oh, no, wait. Perfect! You know that you can't even tell that the logo was there. And of course we can't forget about back here. So of course we gotta copy the sign again. You're probably gonna be seeing a lot of this sign. Just rotate this. Perfect! The Ron Fonald's is almost done. We just have to copy the logo right over here. Of course we gotta get the R. Just gonna move that and put that right over here. It won't go on the part. Perfect. All right. Now let's just rotate it 90 degrees. Great. Or not 90. Or yeah, 90. And then we got the F right over here. We also need to rotate that 90 degrees. And then we're also going to rotate it that way. And then we're going to use the move tool to move it like that a little bit. And then like that a little bit. And there you have it, folks. The Ron Fonald's is complete. And of course, it works perfect. Like, we even have a kitchen and everything. Do we have a bathroom here? No, we don't. We gotta get a bathroom in here. If you just say Taco Bell and you came to eat some Ron Fonald's and the Ron Fonald's doesn't have a bathroom, what are you supposed to do? So, what did I just do? Oh, I'm pretty sure we have to get a toilet in here. Because like I said, if you just ate some Taco Bell and you came to eat some Ron Fonald's as a second course of your breakup meal, and you need to fart or you need to take a wicked dump and there's no toilet in sight, you ain't just gonna shart your pants in the middle of the Ron Fonald's, no. And we're gonna put it right in the middle of the customer area just to make sure that our customers... Just to make sure that it is accessible to our customers. And we're just going to put the toilet paper up really high. Yeah, you need to be tall to earn toilet paper. And that is it. The Ron Fonald's is officially done. But we need about 5 or 6 more buildings here in... wait, what is this town called? Alright, let me introduce you guys to the filing cabinet office. And of course, to make this official, we're going to steal the Ron Fonald's sign once again. And we are going to put it on the filing cabinet. The filing cabinet office. Office. Yeah, this is an office. It's an office. That's so much better. Perfect. And as you can see, as a little bonus, we like to treat our workers well. So you know what we're going to put here? We're going to add a free radio that comes with your purchase. Or not purchase, I guess. That wouldn't be purchase. With your free, with your work. There's a radio on the top of the building that you can't hear. But we could say that we gave it to you. But we have to furnish these houses, of course. Let's just put a laptop in there. That's the only thing that's going to be in there. In here we're gonna put the FNAF 1 office. We're just gonna do that as like a room. Let's put that right in the middle, why don't we? That's great. Now, of course, we do have to put a bed in here in one of the houses. What the hell? How'd the office... Okay, we're not gonna put the FNAF 1 office in there. You don't deserve to get it. And this house is actually a premium because it also gets a radio. Alright, let's put a new sign up in here. We gotta get the welcome sign. Gotta just move that down a little bit. Perfect! It looks like a normal sign, but then you turn around and it's this sign. What will this be called? Game Guy Ville. That's a great name. Population. How many subscribers do I have? 494. Perfecto. House. Of course, we need some houses. Of course. Just so people can live here, obviously. Alright, let's put a house right here. Just scale this up a little bit. And then let's get another house right here. And then let's get another house right here. And perfect. That is where all 494 of our citizens will live. Well, we're not going to do only that. We're also going to put... What other half are we? What other house are we going to do? We also treat our... we can also live in this stunning villager house right in the middle of a plains biome. It has a bed... And that's pretty much all it has. Yeah, you can also live here. So now we have, each house will house... Where did the third house go? Much better. Now, each house... Oh, wait, how is it over here? Whatever. Each house will have, about 120 or so, 25 or so people in it. That'll be great. Of course, we also need somewhere for people to work. So, we're going to need an office building. What office building do we want? Of course, we got to listen to music. You know what? I have a unique idea for an office. Of course, you need to be able to see in your house. So, we have to get a bunch of lights. Let's put a light on the floor. And, of course, we got to put this in every house. So, we're just going to do that. My bad, y'all. Perfect. Now every house has everything that you would need. Well, not everything, but it has basically everything. Just gonna put a bed in all of them, of course. Can't forget about that. And of course, you also need food. So let's put a vending machine in all of the houses. A vending machine in every single one of the houses. I don't know if the vending machine works or not, but that's not my problem. You bought the house, now you have to live here. What are you going to do? Get out of the world? You can't do that because I built these totally free walls myself, and the tunnel doesn't even lead anywhere. You're trapped. And of course, we're also just going to put some beans on the roof. I'm just going to fix an issue. Perfect. And we're also just going to put a can of beans on top of the Ron funnels, because why not? Alright, now what else do cities need? Cities also need stores, so people have a place to spend their money other than the Ron funnels. So, of course, we're going to put in a taco store. Alright, we put a taco store that is diagonal, but it's not completely diagonal with the road. And you know what? Let's just put in an entire Walmart. Why don't we? Oh my god, that is a big Walmart. We have to just... Can we scale this down, Eddie? Is it going to let me? You know what? We're not putting in a Walmart. Unfortunately, we're not going to put in a Walmart. We're also going to add a Lamborghini store because everyone needs to drive around on our perfect roads. And of course, we have to color the roads to make sure people know that they are roads. And not just paths that people walk on. They're roads. Alright, and now, obviously, how did that get put over here? Alright, this pretty much sums everything up. We have 2 restaurants, a store, houses, and an office. That's pretty much everything a city has. we need more stores, don't we? Mind that. We're going to put some cars all around the city. Alright, so we're going to put one over there. And we're also going to put one inside of the Ron Funnels parking lot. And then we're also going to put one on top of the Lamborghini store. We also need a convenience store, of course. So, let's just put a gas station right here. We have a we're going to put a 7-Eleven right here. And then we're also going to put a gas station right next to it. That's also 7-Eleven, but it's a separate 7-Eleven. Alright, and not going to be a 7-Eleven, but it's going to be a separate gas station that's literally right next to it. And don't mind the grass just poking through the entirety of everything. Just don't mind that. You'll be fine. Alright, and that is Game Guyville summed up perfectly. This place is great. I would love to live here. Alright, that moves us on to this corner of the map. But of course, we can't just have, like, everything not connected. So we also have to put a road leading to everything. Because that's what a good person does. So let's just... Perfect. We have a road leading to our next area. Which is going to be... It's going to be... GG... National... Park. It's going to be Game Guy National Park. GG is short for good game, but it's also short for Game Guy. Now, of course, as you can see, there is no sort of vegetation at all in our beautiful, very full map. So, of course, we're going to need some trees. Alright, we got a tree right here. Now I'm just gonna, Perfect. Of course, you know what national parks also have? Rocks. So we're going to put in a bunch of rocks. Especially, this one. Cool. You probably can't see his face. Let me just, scale him up. And then over that way. Yeah, he's a little thin. Happy Rock. We're just going to put a bunch of happy rocks in the middle of our national park. Alright, that should be enough trees. Let's put that over there. That should be enough rocks, even though there's only 3. We also have to put light poles in the middle of our national park, just so people can actually see. Let's just put one huge light pole in the middle of the park, just so people can see everything. Giant light post. We don't even need another one. Perfect. Now we have a glorious national park. Don't mind that one floating tree. Don't mind that. Perfect. GG National Park is done. And of course, we also need a road leading to the very glorious hole. I'm kidding. Of course, we need more lights than that. But that should be enough. Of course, we need fences to keep people inside of the national park, of course. So, we're gonna put some do not enter signs everywhere except where you're supposed to enter, so just over here and over here. Boom. Alrighty then. We have basically everything we would need, but there's still a crap ton amount of the map that there's nothing at. So let's just use the terrain tool to just draw, or sculpt, I guess. Sculpt a giant mountain. Alright, we gotta get the base lined out, of course, before we actually draw it. That should be good enough. Is this stone? It's, like, kind of purple. It's giving, like, nether vibes, honestly. Let's just put cave through the mountain, because why not? Keep drawing through. Excuse me. Perfect. We made a cave right through the mountain. And, of course, if you want, you can also go up this mountain at your own risk. You're not liable if you pass. Alright, now we're gonna add the second layer of the mountain, which will be most of the mountain. Now, let's just make one part of the mountain just go really high for no reason at all. That would be really funny. And then let's just extend that part out over there, because mountains aren't perfect. Nothing or no one is perfect, if you think about it. What I meant by pass was, like, past the summit. It's like, you have to give us credit and stuff, because I don't know why I'm saying we're. I'm the one who made the mountain, of course. Alright, that looks like a good enough mountain, but we also need the mountain to be a lot thicker than just, like, one point, of course. But we also need it to be snowy at the top, because all mountains are snowy at the top. Perfect! This is really coming together when you think about it. Alright, well that's basically everything done. We have, beautiful scenery, we have a hole, we have a town, but what else do we need? Alright, now he looks a little bit like Super Saiyan Goku. So, we're just gonna do this. Alright, and then we're just gonna flip. No, not that way. Flip him the right way. Alright, and then we're gonna move it so it's like that. Perfect. And then we're gonna use the move tool. Just do this. And then down. Perfect. He now has some hair. Maybe we should scale it up a little bit more to actually fit his head. A giant noob head in the center of the game, of course. This, of course, is going to be a monument. It kind of looks like my head, too, so we're just going to go with that. I can't find any other heads that look more like my head than this one. Well, I guess it could be like that one head that, like, the Despacito spider has, which is this one. But, this one has a neck, which my character doesn't have, so we're just gonna put this here. But of course, he can't be bald, so we're gonna give him some luscious locks. I can't find my hair in the toolbox, so we're just gonna do this. Perfect! Our perfect noob has hair. But it looks kind of weird like this, so we're gonna borrow a light pole from GG National Park. And we're just going to put it on top of his head. Because, of course, we want our monument to be lit up at all times. Just going to put that right there. Perfect. See? It does the job completely. Alright, the hair doesn't seem to be going as good as I thought it would. So we're just going to rotate that. Might need a few to keep his, his brilliant forehead in light at all times. We only need one more for that, and that is right there. Alright, guys, and girls, and everyone else, that is basically the entire map done. We have the hole, we have beautiful scenery, like I said, and we have our giant monument to me, because I made the map, and we have a town. Like, what else could you want? We're going to make it so you spawn over here in Game Guyville, which means you spawn next to cars so you can actually, like, drive around and do stuff. But other than that, I think this game is great. So, why don't we play test the game for the very first time? Right? We're in the game. Oh my god! The hair! What happened to the hair? What happened? It fell off. That was 100% not supposed to happen, so let's fix that. Maybe if we jam the hair down some more in his head, it'll stay on. But we also gotta tick this locked box over here. Second official playtest of the game. Let's see how this goes. Alright, everything looks really good. Oh my god, the noob head. Oh no, that's not what's supposed to happen. Okay. We also have to tick the locked box on the noob head, too. Alright. Third official playtest of the game. Alright. Everything looks pretty good. What the frick was that? The 7-Eleven's roof caved in, but what the frick? What keeps happening to the noob head? What happened? I think because they're both locked, but they're both, like, inside of each other. Whoa. They're both both colliding with each other. So that makes the game just flip out. So gotta fix that. Alright, this should be the game, like, completely finished, you guys. Give me a round of applause. Yeah! I may make some more videos updating this game to add even more stuff in the future. But, of course, that is where we're going to end it off for today by doing our 4th, I think, playtest. Everything looks good so far. Oh, that's what happens. They just fall. I thought they were locked, though. Is that what it... And for some reason, I can't select them, so I guess we're not going to be able to do anything about that. I cannot select the... Oh, what in the hell did I just do? I cannot select the models. So, you know what? We're just gonna leave them in there. Don't mind it if you log in the game and you see just a giant head and hair. Oh, I did not think it could do that. Alright, whatever, that should be fine. Now let's get in the car and let's get out of here. Let's see if anything else I did work. Gonna drive. I don't know about getting on the side. That's weird. I can't select the model. And then I'm also gonna add in some, like, quality of life stuff, kind of like a shift to sprint plugin. And I'm also gonna add a day-night cycle plugin. Here we are at GG, National Park, a very scenic location. Let's head over to the hole now, right over here. This map is literally so big that you can't even see the other end of the map when you're at one end. Alright, here we are. Oh no, I fell through the hole. By putting up those barriers, I thought that you couldn't do anything, but you can literally just walk under the barriers. I did not think about that. First, to make these roads accessible for everyone, we're going to lower them. Just to make sure that all cars can drive on the road. That's probably good. Alright, next road. Alright, final, my bad, final, playtest of the video, and, that road is not, okay, the roads are not supposed to do that. Okay, here's the thing, though. I don't know what to do about the head. I thought it was a good idea, but it's not, because I cannot select the models. It does not let me. If anyone knows what I can do, please help me. I've tried finding it in, like, the thing, in the Explorer, but I don't see where it is. Alright, we got rid of the hair. That's a start. That should have fixed everything. Just got rid of the hair, and the noob head is perfect. Everything is great, you guys. This is exactly how it was supposed to be. The hair was the thing that was messing it up. I'm gonna move this road right about there. And of course, we have to steal the Ron Fonald sign from the filing cabinet office for one final time, just to move it over to the mountain. To move it over near this mountain, we gotta scale it down again. Let's put this sign at the top of the mountain, because that would be cool. We put it at the top of the mountain. We're going to turn it this way, but it's going to be called Sub Mountain. There. Alright, we have basically everything a game could need. We have a beautiful scenery, like I've said. We have Sub Mountain, and we have GG National Park. We have a monument to me in the center of the map. We have a whole town that I made myself and not by 3 models. And we also have the hole. I might need to do something about the hole. But other than that, this game looks great. Alright, guys, that is where we're going to end off the video for today. By the time you see this, it should be under my Roblox account. I'll put the username of my Roblox account on screen. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! I didn't even think about this. What are we gonna name it? Yeah, console players can play it too. What are we going to play this game? The state of... I'm gonna ask ChatGPT what to do. Give me some fake US state names based off the word, game guy. And it's just my username except for without the thing. It says, the state of... I just came up with this myself because it doesn't understand what I'm trying to say. The state of Game Guy Sylvania. It's great, right? I combined my username and Pennsylvania to create what is probably one of the longest states ever. The state of Game Guy Sylvania. Oh, cool state. Let's not do state. A cool place. Alright. Everyone, you have to make sure to, like. You also have to make sure to favorite the game. And you also have to make sure to play a really, really, really long time. Yeah. Alright. And create. That should have done it. And now, we are going to end off the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys the next time. Bye!